Welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. Let's talk about the 2024 Olympic team that LeBron James assembled when he dismantled the 2023 FIBA team that should be playing in this Olympics, right? We all know this team that had players like Jalen Brunson, Halliburton, who else was it? Paolo Banchero or something like that. They had Anthony Edwards, great players like those guys. They lost in the FIBA, didn't even get the bronze medal. Suddenly, LeBron James says, I'm going to dismantle that super team. No, hold on. First of all, he said, I want to play in the 2024 Olympics. Right? Okay, that's fine. Let's go. Nope. All of a sudden, we hear rumors. We don't hear this stuff out of people's mouths. Remember, this is the media. All of a sudden, Draymond Green wants to come. AD wants to come. Kevin Durant wants to come. Booker wants to come. Joel Embiid wants to come. Kawhi Leonard wants to play. Was Bam on that team, the original team? I'm not sure if he was. Jason Tatum wants to come. And I'm not sure if Drew Holiday was on that original team. But he wants to come. Steph Curry. Well, this is my problem. LeBron James, instead of dismantling that team to build another super duper team to be international plumbers, to go against a lot of guys who aren't even in the NBA internationally playing for their country, a lot of guys internationally that won't even never make the NBA, and some of these guys internationally who are playing for their country will be, well, or are like role players. Why not take that same 2023 FIBA team with, again, guys like Paolo, I think it's Banchero or something like that, Brunson, Anthony Edwards, who's supposed to be the next Michael Jordan, Halliburton. Take these guys under your wing and bring home the gold. Why do you got to get all these top 75 Hall of Fame players when you could have just stuck with these young players if you're supposed to be this great leader and this great player? I'm serious. These are supposed to be future Hall of Fame players. Halliburton, Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Banchero, I think that's his name, and the rest of these guys that were on the team. How come LeBron couldn't do that? Because we all know what LeBron does. He's got to cover every base for his lack of skills on a basketball court. Remember, he just got beat by a plumber in back-to-back seasons. Joker, who had no Hall of Fame teammate, no top 75 teammate, no All-NBA teammate, and LeBron had Anthony Davis? Huh. How many players would love to have Anthony Davis on their team? You take Anthony Davis and you put him on Minnesota with Anthony Edwards and get rid of Rudy Gobert, they're going straight to the finals. And they're probably winning the finals. That's an unstoppable duo right there. Unstoppable. And LeBron only got one game against a plumber. No games against a plumber last year with Anthony Davis. So, to me, what's going to happen here? LeBron's going to sit back in the Olympics, blow on his hands, don't play any defense, do layups, open layups and dunks While you have people, he'll try to be the orchestrator, right? Too, bring up the ball, try to be the playmaker, like he's running the team. People like Curry bombing away at three. People like Kevin Durant, all around game. People like Anthony Edwards, showing out like he's the next Michael Jordan. AD dominating the paint, defending the basket. Um, Joel Embiid getting off and scoring like he does in the paint. Tatum getting his. Drew Holiday playing good defense. Bam doing what he does, playing defense. We don't know if Kawhi's going to play. And I don't see Draymond on here. Maybe this isn't the official roster or the entire roster. I thought Draymond was supposed to be on here. And there's no way they're going to lose. I've heard some people say they're going to lose. How are you going to lose with this squad? If you lose with this squad, these guys better not come back home to the United States. They better stay in Paris because they will be booed forever. This will be worse than what happened in the 2006 FIBA, 04 Olympics, worse than any defeat that the United States basketball team has ever had. Ever. Was it Paul George on this team? I'm not for sure. But in the end, what will happen? The United States will prevail. And LeBron, after standing around, blowing on his hands, not playing no defense, getting easy dunks and layups, will get credit for putting this team together. You know, he'll be the man. Oh, Michael Jordan never won no gold when he was 39 years old. That's all we'll hear. Michael Jordan won 2 golds in college. Against who? Professional athletes in the Olympics. And then of this credit, oh man, they weren't good back then. Then why did we get beat? In the Olympics by professional players? We eventually did get beat. So Michael Jordan won 3 gold medals in college, playing international games. And he won with the Dream Team. Why he didn't go back? He didn't want to. He proved his point that any team that he was on and he had any kind of help, whether it was college, the NBA, or the Olympics, he wasn't going to lose. So he wasn't going to go back. He played on the greatest team ever assembled. Stockton, Malone, Robinson, Ewing, Mullen, Pippen. Who else am I missing? Magic, Bird. The greatest team ever assembled. You wasn't going to beat that team. You wasn't going to beat that team. Not even a redeemed team was not going to beat that team. The problem with the redeemed team, if you take Kobe back off that team, they're going to lose. They're going to lose again. Like they did in the 06 FIBA and they did in the 04 Olympics. They're going to lose. And Kobe was not going to be the difference to beat the Dream Team. Because they already had a Michael Jordan, which is the same player as Kobe. So again, you look like a fool. You take Kobe off there, they don't win. They lose again. Because Kobe showed them how to defend, how to be great, work ethic, how to grind, how to do these type of things. Where do you think he got that from? The 90s. The 90s. Even when he was winning championships in the 2000s, most of them guys in the 2000s, early 2000s, played in the 90s. Okay? So there's no way. You don't have the big man. All you have really is a lot of perimeter players, good perimeter players. You don't have any good big man. Ewing, Barkley, I forgot to say Barkley, Malone, Robinson. You're not going to be able to come in that paint. You're going to get destroyed in that paint. It's not going to happen. Nobody on that team is tougher than Malone and Barkley and David Robinson. You don't have no big man that can shoot like Patrick Ewing. You don't have it. Patrick Ewing maybe was the greatest big man shooter of all time. You might want to pull up Patrick Ewing's highlights. Had the softest touch. So yeah, this is where we are. These are the guys that got bounced out the first and second round of the playoffs. LeBron out in the first round. Curry didn't even make the playoffs. Kevin Durant out in the first round. Swept. Anthony Edwards. I ain't going to put too much on him, even though I don't like how he ran his mouth. He was out in the Western Conference Finals. AD out in the first round. Then with Halliburton, where did he make it? I think he made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Booker out in the first round. Joel Embiid out in the first round. We know what Tatum and Drew Holiday did. They won the championships. Props to them. Miami, if I ain't mistaken, out in the first round. And Kawhi, if I ain't mistaken, this guy was out in the first round. And he didn't play, but like a couple games. So that's my big beef. If they would assemble this team from the jump, I would have been okay with it. It's whatever to me. It's fine. But for LeBron to act like he's some type of hero, to assemble this team and go internationally and destroy the competition, which I don't see how they're not going to, it just shows how weak he is. You say you want to play. You was the first one to say you want to go play. So again, why not take these young players under your wing? Like Brunson, Panchero, Anthony Edwards, and Halliburton. You can't win with these guys? Huh? Wow. It's all about LeBron James. But he needs this much help just to be international plumbers because he's got so many shortcomings. Well, who was the coach on this team? Was it Steve Kerr, the coach of the FIBA? The 23 FIBA? Huh? I thought they had a couple good coaches. I don't know how they got smoked like this. And Kerr's supposed to be this great coach. I mean, they got smoked by mostly international plumbers. Because the guys that was in the NBA, most of them was like role players, bench players. They wasn't like no top tier guys in the NBA. I think Luka was. Did Joker play for his team? But I don't think Luka went anywhere in the Olympics, in the FIBA. So you guys tell me what you think, man. You know, it's gonna be like whatever for me if they win the gold. It's gonna be whatever. It's gonna be whatever. But like I said, we all know LeBron is gonna get the credit. What they call this? The 2.0 redeem team? Wow. Wow. And let me see. I don't know if they win. Maybe you take Kevin Durant off this team. I don't really know if they win. We'll see. the problem is with the international game, you got some good shooters, but they're allowed to defend. In the NBA, you're not allowed to defend. You get penalized. You get in trouble. If they find out you was practicing defense in practice, you might get suspended. You ain't allowed to play defense in this league. So we'll see what happens. I mean, they got a good mix on here. Let me see. You got AD. I'm talking about defenders. You got AD. Joel Embiid's okay. Drew Holiday's he's good. Tatum can be solid. Bam, he's good defender. And Kawhi, he can be a good defender if he's healthy. But I don't know if Kawhi is playing. Let me see. Did anybody else get hurt? Is Joel Embiid playing? Is he going to make it? How come he didn't go play for his country? Whatever. Tell me what you think.